No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving,
I decided to do this video because it's short and because I just put out a two-parter. I thought I could just take a little breaky break, you know? Not spend too much time on this. I don't normally plug my channel, but if you haven't subscribed or hit the bell, feel free to do so. I've been trying to post pretty frequently. I'd hate for you to miss anything. So here we go.
Hi, I'm Amberlynn Reid. I am 27 years old and I am 529 pounds. I'm sure
She probably wasn't 529 pounds at this time.
you have seen the comments and you've seen the videos, you've seen the live streams and the forum.
She's doing this weird blinky thing where she's holding her blinks for a long time. I think she might be trying to access her memory because she has this written down or something, but I'm not sure.
Where people create scenarios, rumors, and situations to manipulate other people's opinions of me.
So she really is reading this because she cuts like every few seconds.
I'm not a liar, I'm not a deceiver, and I don't manipulate people. In my opinion...
Did you see her head shake just then? Let's slow it down.
Manipulate people.
She could not even shake her head for very long. She ended up nodding it. Watch.
People's opinions of me. I'm not a liar. I'm not a deceiver. And I don't manipulate people.
Yes, you do.
In my opinion, I am misunderstood. I've also been given several chances
to tell the truth,
to prove myself. I'm the girl
and you failed, and you have failed every single frickin' time. Every single frickin' chance you've been given by your thousands and 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 thousands of subscribers, you have failed every single time. Why is that upvoted? Did I do that on an accident?
Tons of jewelry to somehow hide behind a super morbidly obese body.
She can't even remember more than a few words at a time. Holy crap. That's terrible.
I buy tons of journals to write a story I feel like I'm never gonna complete. I'm moody.
Yeah, you aren't. You still haven't.
I'm a mess. I'm restless. I'm depressed. I'm the girl who hasn't left her...
Do you see how she looked down when she says she's depressed? And she's looking down again when she saes I'm the girl who hasn't left her bedroom.
I'm depressed. I'm the girl who hasn't left her bedroom.
Oh my god, y'all. Sometimes I get blown away by how accurate the Lie Factory is. Like, I'm like tearing up right now because it's just so fucking funny. Let's watch it again, okay? Let's just do it in slow-mo just for fun.
I'm a mess. I'm depressed. I'm the girl who hasn't left her bedroom in 5 days. Of course, I leave to go to the bathroom or to get something to eat.
Of course.
I haven't brushed my hair in about a week.
And she's happy about that. She thinks that that's funny because it adds to her depression story. You see what I mean? Yeah.
I feel defeated.
She doesn't feel shit.
Lonely.
She might feel a little lonely there. She kind of cringed a little. She's like, yeah, I feel a little lonely. Where the hell is my vape? Okay. Oh, somebody in the comments addressed that how whenever I'm vaping, it kind of sounds like I'm trying to snore to show that she's boring. So if that's how you want to hear the vape, that's fine. But if you hear this, it's because this person stresses me the fuck out and I have to have my vape.
I do YouTube for a living. This is how I pay my bills. This is how I eat. pay electricity, I have a roof over my head, a pillow to lay on at night.
100 pillows.
I come from
Mm, mm, mm.
a pillow to lay on at night. I come from a very, very toxic and unhealthy family.
It's like, I know her family's unhealthy, but I'm not. It's like, she might be exaggerating just how unhealthy they are. I mean, to grow up with 2 addict parents that's definitely toxic. And but I kind of wonder if she has been sort of milking it for a while, you know?
Very toxic and unhealthy family.
And the laughing again, you know? She's been doing that a lot in the videos I've been watching, and it's kind of like she's laughing like, I come from a toxic family, so if you're gonna judge me, just know that it's their fault. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern?
From a very, very toxic and unhealthy family. When I was 9, I was taken from class by a cop who took me and my brothers to a children's shelter. From then on...
What did I tell you? I said 8 to 12 in the last video. It's probably when she started excessively overeating.
I became a ward of the state, and I was in foster care until the age of 18. My parents were drug addicts. From then on, I became a ward of the state, and I was in foster care.
She's proud of this. Did y'all see that? Watch her, watch this side of her face.
To a children's shelter. From then on, I became a ward of the state, and I was in foster care till the age of 18. My parents were drug addicts. They neglected me. I lived in a trailer that was falling apart with mold and holes. I saw my dad hit my mom more times than I can even count. In school, I was known as Fat Amber. On YouTube, I'm known as the most hated YouTuber. I don't cry for views. I don't eat for views. I live my life, although a dull one, and I just want to share it with everyone out there. I'm not a narcissist.
Straight up came from down here.
I don't use or mooch the people around me. I get told constantly, Amberlynn, you're a liar. All you ever do is lie, lie, lie. What happens when my reality is different than yours, and really you're just going off of biased opinions?
That makes no sense.
Than yours, and really my reality is different than yours.
Okay, your reality is different than ours.
And really you're just going off of biased opinions.
We're going by our own opinions. You're showing us what you want us to see, and we're drawing conclusions from that. That you're kind of toxic as hell.
I love to dance, and I love to sing. I have 3 fur babies that I love.
You know, I used to say fur babies, and ever since I started watching Amberlynn, I can't bring myself to do it anymore. It's so fucking cringy.
Dearly. 2 cats and a dog. My cats are Wasabi and Rarity Gray, and my dog is Twinkie Star. Without them, I feel like I would be absolutely lost.
She'd be fine without them.
I was never that great in school until I decided to go to college for criminal justice. And I fought so hard for straight A's, and I actually got them. When you put your mind to something and you really try at something, you can succeed. When I see a homeless person, I give them money, even if they're going to go buy alcohol. Both of my parents...
Congrats! Instead of buying them food or giving them one of your meals, you give them money knowing they're going to go buy alcohol. Okay. Okay.
Parents and my brother have been homeless before, so I have...
So you know firsthand, right?
I've seen the true meaning of living a homeless life. I am a lesbian. I have a girlfriend that I love so much. She's patient with me and she accepts me for who I am. I don't know what I want out of my life, and I feel like my thoughts are hard to convey. Everything within my mind is just jumbled and confused. Right now, I'm struggling. I'm caught in a situation where I don't know if it's my antidepressant making me worse or if my depression is so bad.
Hey, so I have an idea. Why don't you stop taking it just suddenly after a week of being on it and see how you feel? Haha. See what I did there? Because that's what she actually did.
That Lexapro just doesn't work for me. I haven't been able to leave this hazed mind for almost a week now. If I could be anywhere right now, I'd probably lay in a field of sunflowers and just...
Oh my god, are you kidding me? A field of sunflowers would not actually be comfortable to lay in, by the way, especially with her girth. I mean, okay, let's look up a field of sunflowers, okay? If you lay in a field of sunflowers, okay, you're probably not actually going to be able to see much. Because sunflowers are tall as f***, okay? If you're laying in a field of sunflowers, you're going to be way the hell down here. Sorry, I'm cussing a lot. If you lay in a field of sunflowers, you are going to be so far down that you're not going to be able to see anything. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just like, that. It's just so, it's so silly. It's like she's trying to be poetic, but like, it sounds completely contrived. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern?
look up at the sky and ask why. Why me? I constantly...
Why you what?
wonder, why was I chosen to go through the things I went through?
See? I mean, obviously, she went through the things she went through. We all went through the things we went through. But what I'm talking about is the stuff that she says she went through.
To become 529 pounds, to have depression, and to have a whole huge online community hate me for something that isn't true. I understand when there's two stories, you want to choose one, and it sucks because one person is telling the truth, and yet she's perceived as the liar.
Look at that contempt. She's busted, really. There's a lot of really interesting expressions right here. Let's take a little, we won't go to 0.5, but let's go to 0.75. Let's just...
I constantly wonder, why was I chosen to go through the things I went through, to become 529 pounds, to have to...
So she's blaming the stuff she went through. She's blaming her weight on the stuff she went through.
Depression, and to have...
See how she's smiling when she's talking about depression? Look at this. She's smiling when she's talking about the things she went through and her depression.
The things I went through, to become 529 pounds, to have depression, and to have a whole huge online community hate me for something that isn't true. I understand when there's two stories, you want to choose one.
See that sneaky little side look? That was weird.
And it sucks because one person is telling the truth, and yet she's perceived as the liar. I am extremely empathetic. If I'm
Are ya?
hanging out with someone and they're in a bad mood, I automatically take on their emotions.
No, she doesn't.
And I become kind of in a bad mood. If I see someone crying, if they're a stranger, I fall...
Did y'all see the eyebrow furrow? The infamous Amberlynn is acting eyebrow furrow? It's her performance. This is a performance yet again.
See someone crying, if they're a stranger, I follow suit. And I feel their pain. To have that empathetic personality, it's bittersweet. Not
God.
only do I take on the role of feeling everyone else's emotions, but I also have to deal with mine. If I was given a second chance and a clean slate, I feel like I would do everything differently. When I lay down at night with my head on the pillow, I wonder if I'll wake up.
Okay. Alright. Okay, I was going to point this out, but I wanted to wait to see what she says. So, she says, when I lie in bed at night, when I lay in bed at night or whatever, you can see a smile in her eye. So take a look at her eye. You can see she's smiling. And I really wanted to stop it there, but it's like I knew she was going to be saying something that's supposed to be sad, and she's smiling about it.
And realized that everything was just a dream. The hate comments in sleep. You're sweet. A second chance. You're sweet. Not only do I take on the role of feeling everyone else's emotions, but I also, in a clean slate, I feel like I would do everything differently.
I lost my place.
When I lay down at night with
my head... Did you see that? Did you see that? We're gonna take this down. Gonna take this down.
When I lay down at night with my head on the pillow.
Smiles.
I wonder if I'll wake up.
Okay, so like the first half of it, if you're looking at that and you don't know what she's gonna say, you would think that she's about to be like, when I lay down in bed at night, I think about all the wonderful things of the world. There's like her body language is so messed up, you guys.
I
lay down
at night with my head on the pillow.
Yeah, okay, so would you be laying down with your head not on the pillow? Like, that's such an unnecessary, it's such an unnecessary poetic thing that she's trying to do here. Like, she has cut the video every few words because she has all of this written down. And she's trying to do a performance, you see? It's an acting performance. And it's cheesy. It's unbelievable. Even when you go in trying to believe what she's saying, it's like, it's so contrived. It's so false. It's so... It's cringy. It's cringy. I mean, it really is. And the fact that she just, when I lay in bed and I wonder if I'm going to wake up in the morning.
I wonder if I'll wake up and realize that everything was just a dream.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Hate comments, the threats, being told I'm unwanted and hated. It's a nightmare that I live in my...
What?
Being told I'm unwanted.
Who told her that?
Just a dream. The hate comments, the threats, being told I'm unwanted and hated. It's a nightmare that I live in my reality. More than anything, I want people to see me for the real person that I am. But rumors are like the plague, and I feel like it'll never stop.
She's got her acting furrow there again.
Just be a vicious cycle until the day that I die. I used to steal when I was younger. When I was a teenager, I rebelled.
I feel like she needs to just have a cape and a skull or something and like step out on the edge of a stage and just like, this is ridiculous.
Against everyone and anything.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna take a picture of my cat right now because he is ridiculous. Look at that.
That I can get my hands on. I would steal shoes from stores, makeup from stores. I didn't have anything.
Like, why is she shaking her head if this is something that she did? Maybe she didn't steal as much as she claimed she did.
I would steal shoes from stores, makeup from stores. I didn't have anything.
She could be shaking her head in disapproval, maybe. Either that or she's faking it.
I didn't have anyone. I felt like nobody cared about me. So I started stealing. I was drinking and
she looked up. I'm sorry.
Smoking all the time.
I believe that.
My last year of high school, I finally got persuaded into doing better and really focusing on what mattered the most. My point is, I've made mistakes.
You mean you?
I really have, and one thing I've learned from my mistakes is that when I admit to them, it doesn't make my mistakes right, but it gives me a chance to forgive myself. God, I love fashion so much.
Seriously? Like, her acting is just so bad.
and I love makeup. I'm not in the body to where I can actually wear something or have my makeup be done and actually consider it.
What does your body have to do with your makeup? You can do your makeup just fine.
Beautiful. Have you ever felt like a monster? People stare at me like I'm like a creature from the ocean.
True.
And then I put myself out there on YouTube expecting some positive feedback or something. I was watching a YouTube video once and they said, don't listen to your bad commenters. Don't let them define you, but also don't let the good ones define you either. That really, really stuck to me. I always read a good comment.
Stuck with you.
And think that they're lying because I get so much negativity all the time. It's hard to believe anyone would like me. I don't know what my future videos look like or what my future looks like in general. I have a therapist.
Well, it doesn't look good.
I'm talking to.
Yeah, you got a therapist you're talking to, got it.
I'm hoping that the therapist is a fit for me because I don't want to be wasting my time with someone who just doesn't get me. I appreciate my subscribers, my views.
Well, get this. Your therapist isn't going to get you in the first session. And, 6 months later or whatever, you still haven't tried. Because in order to see a therapist and make it work, you have to see the therapist definitely more than once for them to get to know you. Like literally, my first therapy session when I went last year to see a counselor or whatever, the whole first therapy session was like paperwork and basic questions, and we didn't even delve into the other stuff until like the second, third, fourth is and on,
Appreciate that I can make a living off of doing something that I truly enjoy. But right now, I'm currently not myself. Struggling with this dark fog has been painful. And then I go online and see horrible things being said about me and spread about me, and it just makes this process even worse. I don't know what kind of videos I'm going to be filming. I don't even know how I will be feeling 2 days from now. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep pushing forward, and I'll try my hardest not to let anyone down. I just want to end with, you never know what someone is struggling with. Just because someone...
Okay, so now all of the eye closing that she's done in here is because she's trying to remember what the line is that she has to say. That's the only reason she's doing the eye closing thing. There were a few moments here and there where it was something she was talking about that kind of resembled something she should be shameful for, but for the most part, she's trying to remember. Like, this moment, she had a long line to say, so she's really trying hard to remember it.
Gets up every day and goes to work or takes their kids to school does not mean they're not suffering. Don't believe everything that you read online. If you didn't hear it from me, then it's probably not true. And
it's probably not true.
Advice that I'm giving you, that I'm also giving myself, stop and smell the roses. Hi.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, that was pretty dumb. I had seen that before, and I laughed. Just like I did here, I laughed. Pretty cheesy. Very, again, contrived, as I said before twice. And, it's, silly as hell. So, anyway. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little session here. And, I guess I will see her in the next video. Okay. Bye now.